and welcome to this edition of Calf Chat. I'm excited to be here with you today, and we're going to talk about passive transfer in calves. So a lot of times when you think about passive transfer, we think about how much colostrum we're going to feed, how fast, and what that means in terms of total proteins. The amount of IGs we get into a calf is really important. We want to be 200 plus, and that's vital to the calf's future performance. But I'd also like to say there's a lot of other factors that go into achieving passive transfer, not just how much IG we provide to the calf. So let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about the calving process. Making sure that calf comes into a clean, dry environment, whether that's just-in-time calving, a bed pack, but making sure that it's dry, it's clean, that we're cleaning it out often. So the calf is exposed to a minimal amount of pathogen right away at birth. Next is, how do we move that calf? Are we putting it in a calf cart? Are we putting it in a wheelbarrow? Are we using a sled to move the calf? What's important to think about our clothes, our hands, our feet, and where those have all been prior to touching those calves. And then that next environment, where do we take it? You know, that it's got really good bedding, it's been sanitized prior to the calf coming in there, but good deep bedding where it can nestle. I'd love to say that calf jacket season is over, but man, it's just holding on this year. So wherever that area is, to get that calf dry. I love towel drying calves. Sometimes we let the cow lick that calf to get that initial layer off. But regardless, beyond that, taking some towels and vigorously drying that calf, helping it warm up, then putting it in an area where we give it some heat support so it can reach thermoneutral zone. A calf that does not have to work to stay warm will absorb colostrum better. Then, now we're getting to that point in time where we're harvesting colostrum. We want to make sure that the teat ends are really clean. We're following good udder prep, making sure that equipment has been sanitized. We're not sharing that equipment with a cow who's maybe had mastitis. So once we harvest that clean colostrum, putting it into a clean tube, esophageal tube, a clean bottle, a Dairy Tech bag, the single-use bags, but making, I think you hear a theme here, clean, and dipping that navel, making sure that we're using a 7% iodine and getting that navel dipped. Then she can take in all those IGs we provide her and absorb them, which then builds her savings account or piggy bank of IGs to utilize here in those first few weeks of life. So I guess as I conclude today, take a minute and think about, it's more than IG. What can we do to help that calf absorb? Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you. And as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to your Vita Plus team, and we're happy to help. Happy calf raising.